The last time this group played, which was 2 weeks ago.
One of our shortest hiatuses yet.
Yeah, this is one of our shortest hiatuses yet. Nobody can speak tonight. Nobody can speak tonight. It doesn't matter who it is.
You snort for you, man.
To be fair, last week we were fucked.
Yeah.
At least most of us were.
Yeah, no, like three out of the 5 of us were fucked last week. John felt like shit, I think it was. Tesla felt like shit. I felt like shit. Actually, no, John wasn't sick yet.
It's Tyson, I think, who was feeling like shit.
Yeah, I think
Tyson.
Correct.
Yeah, Tyson felt like shit. I felt like shit. Tesla felt like shit. Now this week, John feels like shit, but he's willing to push on. I was willing to call the session, but
So if he passes out, it's his own fault. We have deniable plausibility. What was it? Plausible deniability? That word.
Words.
yeah,
That sounds correct. I'll give it to you.
I gotta say that sounds correct enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the last time this group played, which was 2 weeks ago, our group of adventurers had proceeded to spend some much-deserved time off in the city of Waterdeep. Relaxing, recovering. I believe you guys did a little bit of shopping, found yourselves some new magical toys, things of that nature. And then you would have proceeded to begin traveling once again, as the group set out, or rather, Otto would have set out about 5 hours early to head towards Boresker Bridge. Let me get the scene transitioned here, and if I could ever hit the button, there we go, get the map brought up for you guys. Otto would have set out early, making the journey from Waterdeep to Boresker Bridge. Near the end of Otto's travels, he would have stopped to take a small rest shortly before arriving at Boresker Bridge, which is where he would have been assaulted by these 2 insectoid-like creatures. Nevertheless, he would have made it to Boresker Bridge in one piece, clothes a bit torn, and a few burn marks from the acid and things of that nature, but he made it to Boresker Bridge in one piece, and you guys would have actually caught up with him, walking into Boresker Bridge not long after he did. As everyone would have walked into this little tent-like structure, which acted as a makeshift inn, you would have saw Otto talking to the halfling proprietor, who, and you can only assume asking questions as to Varram the Whites, when you would have overheard the halfling proprietor responding. "A dwarf in purple robes. Oh, I saw him. He was asking about escorts into the hills when this hooded fellow starts asking him his business. The dwarf looked him straight in the eye, pulled out his dagger, and stabbed the tall fellow dead. Dead, I swear. He was one of them scaled folks of the Serpent Hills, come down to spy on us. That dwarf's a hero, I tell you, make no mistake. But he and his entourage took off straight away for the hills then, quick as cats." That's where we left off. That's where you guys can pick up. It seems Varram the White...
my notes!
It seems Varram the White has headed off into the Serpent Hills.
We make Jace.
Clay, I don't have my notes. Because I'm on a different name. Oh, God.
God damn it.
Can you give it to me?
No, but I can just copy the notes. Make a new
Okay,
note.
yeah, copy pasta. I'll just make a new.
I think for the info barkeep, I'll just have a strong drink now, if you don't mind. Nothing in particular.
See, Tesla, this is why I told you gotta share your notes with the class.
I already did, motherfucker. I always do.
You gotta update
Make
me.
another one. Make another note.
I did it. It's here.
No, make another one, because you had 2 sections.
Oh, yeah, the other one.
And there's your other one.
Oh, sneaky notes, huh?
Thanks, mate. You a ledge.
I can delete that, and I can delete that.
Alright, we got the notes. We good. You can see the main notes, lads, if you need them. I don't know if you can change it, though. I don't think you can edit it.
If you have edit on, they can.
Do I have edit on? How do I put edit on?
Basically, you see the little locking mechanism in the top right hand corner.
Yeah, it's open.
Yeah.
Okay,
If that's
so it should be
open,
edited.
they should be able to edit notes. If that's closed, then they can't.
Feel free, just don't fuck with it too much. Otherwise, I'll lock that shit.
Oh, that's how you add notes. Just trying to figure
Hold
out
on, let me copy this into a notepad before someone fucks this up.
Can't fucking see notes if they aren't there.
There we go.
I was gonna have something better than that, but I just could not avert the fucking brain cells to try to create.
Oh, it's fine.
Come up with
It's
something.
fine. It's fine, Tyson. If you actually look at his notes, I got you.
What did you do?
It's the top line.
Top line, let's see this shit. Thanks. Alright, cool. Yeah, I saw it. Fuck off.
All right.
I have not only 1, but 2 complaints about your female voices in these notes, by the way.
Oh, I know. I've seen them both. And you'll continue to get the same female voices. Because my voice is too deep to do a female voice. That's why I need to get an actual chick in the D&D so that I can just train her to DM.
But then the male voices are going to be possibly lackluster. There is no balance in this
Oh,
world.
no, I'll record voice lines.
You have 2 DMs in one game.
Yeah, no, I'll just
Yeah, that
record.
works.
I'll just record voice lines for her campaign.
You know that doesn't work here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Well, if we start talking on, you can just put on priority speaker so we don't talk over it. We'll have to listen to it.
Oh no, that's not what
I'm
he's
talking
referring
about
to.
is,
He's
yeah, it's
referring-
never so simple as he can have something pre-recorded.
Yeah, no, what
Alright.
he's referring to the fact that if I pre-record a bunch of stuff, it's going to be completely useless.
True.
All right, so, like I said, this is where you guys pick up. This is all you.
Oh, you're here.
Oh, hey. You guys arrived. Come. Can I have a drink?
How was your journey? I see it looked rather eventful.
Yeah. Giant insectoid creatures decided to attack me.
See, this is why you don't go off on your own. Idiot.
Yeah, I know. How many times did you get lost?
This is why you don't
Not
bugger
even
off.
once. We haven't gotten lost once. Isn't that right, Ozen?
I'll give you an insight check on that.
Unfortunately.
I don't fucking know. Your insight pulls up that he believes he is telling the truth.
I still don't believe it, but well, at least
He is assured that he is
You
assured
are
he is
sure that
speaking
he
words.
believes that he is saying the things he thinks. But the trick is, he doesn't think. Damn.
Would you guys like anything particular to drink? It's on me.
Well, are you a bartender? No, fuck.
No, I'm offering to get you drinks, is
Well,
what
you're
I'm saying.
fucking bartender now.
I'm offering to get you drinks. You don't
On what occasion?
I mean, we've been on the road. I'll take an ale.
Yeah, on the road and stress. Been stressed for a little bit. Knows
Well, it's been pretty stress-free for us, hasn't it? Except that one thing.
once you brought up, once we were just started, we were about to go on the road, you got really tense. It felt not even out of place, but just really tense. So something will loosen you up, calm you down a little bit.
Wait, you? This is to me, right?
Yeah, it's you.
Okay. I am tense because I don't like this area. I am tense because I understand now that I've been watched for longer than I should have been. I'm tense because what I thought was true turns out to be false. That is going to put me on edge, reasonably, I believe.
That is reasonable, yes. I was gonna just put 35 gold pieces on the table just for like most expensive drinks. Whatever is good.
Okay.
Jesus fuck. Jeez.
This man's breaking out the stops. All right.
Buy out his entire fucking stock, why don't you?
Yeah, I've had a rough day.
Tesla, you're asking the wrong person. I run 5 campaigns a week.
I'll ask the other one.
Yeah, ask the other one. Ask the one that information actually pertains to. I run 5 campaigns a week. I couldn't tell you. I lose track of information all the time. Especially when we take a week break.
Unfortunate.
Literally just gonna copy pasta the same question.
Alright, that's what I was doing. Let me make sure that module is loaded. Yeah, custom tables, unload.
Do you know about... Okay. Not really. He hasn't spoken about any... He hasn't, like... He's just alluded to, like, he's really pissed off about this.
I got that part.
Yeah, like...
I feel like there were some context clues. It's just I don't think my character put it together.
Yeah.
If there was.
I don't think that you were there when he also got the weapon from them. So...
Yeah,
and plus, it was a hooded figure, so you probably wouldn't even know, like, it was...
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah.
Bruh, it's been a hot minute.
I pretty much got your message. He got the message, but he's like, I'm just not gonna piss you off any further. That's why he's like offering you the drinks. Try to get your mind off of him, even though we're going there soon.
Here, booze. Don't kill us.
Or do kill things, just not us. The enemy. Kill the enemy.
Kill the enemy.
But the
You
enemy's
know,
just trying to live.
If I can spin to win, I feel like I can wipe a few squadrons of snakes.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Spin to win, Clay. Just saying.
They're all archers.
We'll see.
I could tank like 4 or 5 arrows before dying. So spin to win, way my through it. Those are words.
And you also have the shield of arrow catching, so you'd be fine.
I don't use shields. I think I sold that thing.
Alright, I thought you did.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I still have it. I forgot to.
Okay. Yeah, when you ask for the best that Bolos Tentside Inn has, you watch as the little halfling proprietor sort of gives you a wide smile and, "You got it, boss, coming right up." And he very quickly begins to fetch these drinks, and as he sets down mugs in front of each of you would see the same purplish blue liquid that has a bit of a sparkle to it, and the liquid seems to almost be swirling in place, almost as if it was a galaxy.
Intergalactic man.
Interstellar man.
The longer you stare at it, it's almost like it's almost hypnotizing. The way that the drink looks.
I drink.
Okay. As
More
you,
getting.
I'll drink it too.
yeah, as you take a large gulp or a sip.
Yep. Nope.
The flavor is distinctly magical, but you can't quite put your finger on what it might possibly be. It's
What tastes magic?
it changes and dances across your tongue as you begin to feel a little difference. It's almost like everything is suddenly clear to you.
Feel like you'd like this one, isn't?
And why is that?
Claritude.
Yeah, like suddenly things make a lot more
I'll take
sense.
one.
Yeah, suddenly things make a lot more sense to Oz and to you, Otto. Questions that you may have been struggling with before, you find you have suddenly clear answers to that kind of thing.
I'll take one as well, but right before I drink it, what's the secret to life?
Oh God.
I can answer that question. Obviously, 42.
The secret to life is to die.
Oof.
42
Now
actually.
die.
Oof.
Be right back.
Don't. Actually, do.
As you all, well, for any of you that actually drink it, you're going to gain +2 to all wisdom, and you're going to gain +2 to your wisdom and intelligence.
Wow.
And you will also gain +5 to any roll made regarding information.
Oh shit. What up?
So any history check, any investigation check, any kind of check made in regards to information, you'll gain a +5 to. However, that +5 is only to information that you already know. Like, so if you have a question on a topic, it'll be a lot easier for you to find information on it and to get an answer. You wouldn't be able to necessarily gain new knowledge easier.
I assume this is like 24-hour kind of deal.
He will tell you.
It's until you go to sleep.
Okay.
The reason for that is once you wake up, you're going to have a soul-crushing hangover, and it feels like your skull's been split in two.
We're Gert. We're Gert.
If it's just a bit of psychic damage, I'll be fine. If it was.
That psychic soul.
Damn.
I just realized Otto is the only thing in D&D who can resist psychic. What the fuck? You see that shit?
I think there might be something else out there.
Ah. Oof.
Actually, no. Most like mechanical creatures resist psychic, or are
Oh,
immune
what was
to
the?
it.
Wasn't there like what is it? Forest then? It's like no immunity or resistances.
Okay.
What was it?
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
I'm
it's,
back.
it's force.
Bludgeoning.
No, it's force damage, which is effectively bludgeoning damage, but magical. But yeah, force damage. There's no resistances or immunities to.
Tyson.
Welcome
What
back,
was the
Ozen.
button to? What was the button to do the text and chat thing that you did? Control something. Control.
To do what
4?
now? What do you
was
mean?
In your notes,
Yeah.
Control 3.
3. For you, Tyson.
Oh, okay.
That was what the drink did, and you should, you know.
Where do I go to add like temporary stats like that?
You'll just keep track of it manually. I'll add an effect real quick for you guys.
Okay.
Plus a 2. Plus a 2. Minus 4. Divided by 8. Okay, that's enough.
This is why we don't give Oak smart juice.
I've become good at the maths. I feel like I could at least divide now.
You can divide your enemy by 0.
I was gonna say,
I can divide them in 2.
sword plus enemy equals 2.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So
Dividing is like
those are 20 silver apiece, so 2 gold apiece technically. That's the most expensive drink that they have here.
okay.
Good thing everything's just been paid for.
Yep.
I'm mainly just letting Otto know, like, out of the 35 gold he put down,
You gotta drink more, buddy.
I blamed you.
there would be 8 gold
Yeah,
spent there. So you got 27 gold left over that you invested towards drinks. You can either feel free to take that 27 gold back, or you can feel free to buy more.
I'm gonna ask you if you guys have like good meals or anything. Don't know if you would serve anything like that.
Oh, absolutely. We can fix something up for you. Anything in particular that you're a fan of?
Definitely bacon and sausages.
Bring 'em pork.
See what we can cook up for you.
I get that order that for everybody who wants it essentially at the table.
Free food. I'll
I
take it.
eat only the meat. None of that vegetable shit. I ain't no fucking cow.
You gotta eat your vegetables, Oak.
And you
Is he
see
gonna bring
this?
flat?
You see this right here? You see this? I'm raising my big muscle. I can split you in half with this right here. I don't
Your
need no
muscle?
damn vegetable.
Your muscle?
Yeah.
Good to know.
You know, they say about like.
I didn't know
filling
you
and
had
all
a
that.
seafood thing. Muscle.
Yeah.
What?
You said your big muscle.
What?
Your big muscle.
No, I'm confused. I don't get
Good.
it.
Sir, unfortunately it seems that we've run out of pork for the evening, but I do have a very delicious wyvern tail based in ginger, cinnamon, and other things to soften the meats. I guarantee you it is very delicious.
Sure, why not? Any objections?
Never eaten dragon before. Wyvern before. Still confuses me. Which one's which?
It is a delicacy, so it is expensive.
There's no issue.
All right, I'll have 4 plates coming right out.
Alright.
By the way, for the 4 of you getting that dish individually, that's going to be 56 gold.
Yes.
14 gold per plate.
Okay.
Glad he's paying.
After about 30 minutes, you would see them come out, 2 different people, one of them being Bolo himself, and setting down plates in front of each of you. And as you sort of look at the plate, you would see this large chunk of meat. Specifically, it looks like a wyvern's tail. And it looks like it's been cooked and roasted in ginger and cinnamon and things of that nature to sort of soften up the meat and give it a unique flavor and taste. It is mouth-watering to look at.
I eat the meat.
Okay. I'll eat it as well.
Yeah, as you bite into it, it's got a very succulent flavor. It's very tender, almost melts in your mouth kind of thing. In fact, Oak, it's probably the best damn thing you've ever eaten.
Mmm.
These are really good.
I eat the whole meat.
Mind if we get the recipe? Trade secret.
It's not necessarily a trade secret, but you'll be hard-pressed to find a tavern that would give up the recipe on this one.
Understandable.
Well,
What do you cook?
do I cook? Oh no, I just...
No, not you. Aldo, you cook.
On occasion.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Well, you don't cook. It looks to the tavern guy.
Not me personally, no. I simply run the tavern and help bring the food out when there's a large order like this one. I have a dedicated chef in the back.
Oh, whoa. What's his like name then? Is he like famous or something?
Oh no, not famous, but nah, it's my sister.
Ah. Well, tell her she knows how to cook her meat, and that's good.
I'll tell you what.
Gives you a
because the
thumbs
food
up and a
was-
grin. Absolutely, I'll inform her. She always loves getting a
I'll
compliment
give
on the
him,
food.
I'll give him a thumbs up and a grin back.
I'll tell you what. On our way back from where we're going, I'll put out a notice for you for people on the road traveling by and recommend it here. Food is really good. Drinks are really nice.
Hey, I appreciate that. Now, can I interest you for a place to stay for the night? It is getting kind of late.
Of course.
Yeah. Bit
Yes.
tired.
And once again, so that people are aware, Tyler and Tesla would be because of last night. But
Yeah.
you guys can pick your
Oh,
comfort
right.
level. In this case, you can't pick an aristocrat, but you can stay the night wealthy, which is 2 gold for the night, comfortable, which is 8 silver for the night, or modest, which is 5 silver for the night.
I'll do wealthy.
I'll go comfortable. Nah,
Okay.
maybe modest. I don't know.
Whichever one you want to do, you can subtract the currency from your inventory.
Okay.
So if you want to do modest, it's 5 silver. Comfortable, it's 8 silver. And if you
Okay,
wanna do
I don't want to
wealthy-
convert a gold, so I'd do modest.
Yeah, and if you want to do wealthy, it's 2 gold.
Lazy. Yeah, that's actually what my character would do too. He'd look in his silver pouch and it's like only 6, and like I can't be fucking bothered. Give him 5.
Okay.
I forgot, by the way, this character has Shelter of the Faithful. But also, like, we've never been to a town in this campaign, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. There's
That's
no
funny how those things
religious
go.
there's no religious
Well, no, I wasn't gonna use it anyways.
buildings here in Beresker anyway. Now you could definitely
Yeah,
get
yeah.
free lodging back in Waterdeep.
Yeah, it's the thing is, though,
Abso-fucking-lutely.
right? Thing is, though, Oak's not that bright, but,
Oh, I can stay somewhere for free?
yeah, exactly, he's not that bright, but he's also, like, doesn't take handouts.
Hmm.
So I'd say we're gonna make this a character trait, right? That he's never gonna ever
He
use
says
the Shelter of
after
the Faithful.
having bargained with his master for more money.
Motherfucker, do you even remember that interaction?
Uh-huh.
Alright, moving on.
So, you guys would wake up the following morning refreshed. Well, I won't say refreshed. You all have a splitting hangover and a headache, but
Nothing I'm not used to.
I gotta say, for some of you, you're not necessarily opposed to this. You're used to it.
God damn it, the voices are back. Go away and trying to relax.
Malkar is also probably used to it, but for a different reason.
I've been through enough soul-crushing shit.
Well, there's that, and there's also your flaw. I'm aware of what Malkar has done. He's 63 years old. Like, Malkar has had plenty of time to experience the intoxicants of this land.
He's 60.
Yup.
I thought he was much younger.
No, Malkar
Oh,
is
fuck
63. Malkar is the oldest of the group.
My
Malkar's
character's
old.
middle-aged.
Middle age. How long do my race? I'm pretty sure my race can live pretty fucking long. I would
Oh, yeah.
assume so.
No, I believe. I
I'm
believe,
like a fucking child.
Yeah, no, you're super young for your race.
That's so naive.
Otto is young for his race as well, I believe. Oak, yeah, you're also a child
I'm
as
a
far as your race is
I'm
concerned.
a orc. I'll hit thing. I'll hit thing with 4.
Yeah, no, so like, out of the entire group, surprisingly, I thought Malkar would be the one doing all the talking because he's the oldest. But then
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
not how
young
that
people
works.
gotta learn somehow.
Ozen ended up being a natural prodigy, so
Not by choice.
not by choice.
by need, not by,
By necessity,
necessity.
It's okay. If we had an Efrikar, we'd be fine.
We'd be fine. Or we'd be in the bottom of a ditch.
My
Either
character
way.
beat the fucking
Probably in the bottom
party.
of the ditch. Who we get. I can't help myself. I can't play normal characters, man.
Tyson,
characters are too
you should hear his character in God's Might.
It's so fun. That maniacal laugh, I went back and listened to it, and I was like, oh god, I did that, didn't I?
Is it the epitome of cringe?
No,
Oh, it's
he's
so cringy, dude.
no, yeah, it's a bit cringy, but like he's playing a gnome who is literally going insane because of
He's-
time
yeah.
magic.
Because some
Oh,
time
boy.
bullshittery. So I'm basically doing like this point system of when I reach a certain like threshold, my character's gonna go fully insane. And
Nice.
we'll see if we get there or not. Probably will.
Oh,
This
we'll
is
get there.
Level 20.
Yeah, I'm about to say this.
Unless
that
if I
campaign
fix
goes
it
to 20th
before I hit
level.
the threshold. It's like a time. It's like a game.
It's a game. Maybe I'll just
It's a
fucking
game.
explode. I'm a fucking time bomb.
So heading into.
Oh, dude, that interaction. Hold on. One last thing. That interaction with Hans about Franz was so fucking good.
Oh yeah, that was
I'm
actually
just
great.
gonna say that. That was hilarious.
Great. Yeah, that was great. I need to actually go back and clip that. That was great.
He played Beowulf, as I said, great role player. He's really fucking good. He played that so well.
Yeah.
Alright, back to D&D.
Yeah. So, assuming you guys travel on horse to get to the Serpent Hills, if you're trekking down Varram, you wouldn't be able to proceed on horse once you get into the Serpent Hills themselves. The hills just have too many badlands, mesas, rocky plateaus sprinkled with trees, tall grass, things of that nature. It just makes horse travel a lot more difficult. So once you guys make it into the Serpent Hills, you can travel 24 miles a day at a normal pace, 30 miles a day at a fast pace, or 18 miles a day at a slow pace. If you move at a slow pace, you are able to stealth. If you move at a fast pace, or a normal pace, you cannot. And at a fast pace, you also... we'll get into that if you decide to go that route.
Any bonus since these are my stomping grounds?
An idea.
Well,
I would like to cast Locate Object, and I would like to search for a mask. In the second paragraph, it says, alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. Can I locate a dragon mask?
Within
Yeah,
1,000
you
feet
can.
of you. Yeah, and it
Within 1,000
immediately
feet of me.
immediately directs you to Malkar.
Yep, that's exactly what I.
I just
That's exactly what I thought would happen.
Can you put the mask in the like in the bag or something?
It'll still detect it.
Oh,
Not
fuck.
really.
This is Oak
Except
Paladin
that
brain.
the bag is a fucking pocket dimension, so no.
Oh, true.
Having a thin sheet blocks a direct path between you and the object. He's like reading his note of his spells.
So you'd need a like at the very least you'd need
Scratching
like
his
a
head.
thin sheet of lead.
Do we have lead?
Anyone got
Ozen-
bullets?
Ozen, given these are your old stomping grounds,
Oh, I tried to.
given these are your old stomping grounds, I would say if you're the one leading the group, then you can stealth at a normal pace versus a slow pace.
Okay, that's actually what I was thinking. All right.
That would been useful.
You
Anyone
are
got
able
bullets?
to make out very easily the trail of what you assume to be Varram and his party, moving, it appears, with haste. It's relatively easy to follow their trail, and you wouldn't need to make any checks to follow it. It's just a matter of actually following it.
Okay.
I was actually about to ask that. So I'm not sure.
Guess my locate object was fucking useless anyways.
It was a good
I
idea,
don't know
though.
why even bother.
It was a good idea, though.
No, this is perfect. This plays really well into this character. I
We'll
can
never
use
do it
this.
again.
Yeah, pretty much never do anything useful again. That's the plan.
Maybe we just get some rest.
No, we'll see. Okay, so should we roll stealth checks? Is that what should we do?
Sure.
Do we have pass without trace?
Say, if you
team?
guys want to stealthily travel through the Serpent Hills while you follow this, yes.
Alright.
Like I said,
If
you
we
can
don't-
move 24 miles a day.
Hold on, Otto. Hold the fucking phone. Do we have pass without trace? If no, I'm gonna cast aid.
I don't
No,
think
that's
that
not
we
it. Bless? Bless? Yeah, I'll cast bless.
I'm gonna say I don't think any of you have passed without trace.
No, this is attacks and saves. Fuck! I can't do shit!
Oh yeah. Before we go on, I have Revivify. Shit, I forgot what all spell. I have
You
Revivify.
what?
You have
You fucking
Remember
What?
my spell ring.
Yeah, you have Revivify.
In this-
you have a, which is a 3rd level spell, and then I think
Yeah.
the other one was a 2nd level Cure Wounds or some shit. Which
No,
is
it's
a-
first
third
level.
Oh, was it
I
first
remember
level?
my last one. I was just getting rid of because it was like fucking worthless.
Oh, okay.
So I
it's-
think I have a first level cure wounds in it.
Yeah, so it's a
I went
first level
to-
Cure Wounds, Revivify, and then you burned whatever the 3rd spell was because it was literally useless to you.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So we need to put something.
We'll say you could have done that like last night before you guys
Yeah.
went to
Nah.
bed.
We had that for a while and we never established what the spell was. So Nah, nah.
So you can put any 1st level spell in there.
what y'all got?
I'm a cleric. I have everything. And nothing.
As far as 1st level spells go,
Just look at the list, right? What? We got a bard, we got a sorcerer, and a paladin. So,
Oh my
Okay.
anything
god.
from paladin, bard, or sorcerer list level.
Looking at my spell list and it's
Actually,
changing.
Yeah.
he doesn't know.
I was trying to figure something out because all of your spells are just kind of grouped all together, whereas everyone else has theirs separated by level. So I was like,
Put
Malcolm.
shield on him.
Yeah, you could put shield in there, and then that would give Ozen access to +5 AC for a round if needed.
Oh,
It's not a bad idea.
give me a defensive. Yo,
You are
I'm
pretty
down.
squishy, so
I am definitely squishy.
fucking hell. You have 59 now.
Yeah, I took 2
Not
plus
that
2 con, so I got a shit ton.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Not that squishy.
Yeah.
Not more.
No, I remedied the fuck out of that one. needed some health.
Yeah, the like both you and Malkar have 59 and 58 health, and then fucking Otto over here with 66, and then Oak with 77.
Hello, boys. Are you ready?
Oh yeah, what are you doing with Arcadius, by the way?
I should probably summon him, but I kind of forgot, so we're gonna pretend my character forgot as well.
Oh my
Or
god, poor
Arcadius.
Arcadius.
Always. Forgot,
Always
dude.
secondary.
Wait, who's Arcadius?
Huh?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Alright, so we're gonna say you're putting shield in the ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say that.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, so you guys would make it into the Serpent Hills. As I mentioned, you can use stealth at a normal pace, cover 24 miles per day.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I tried.
He tried to roll, he just falls on his head.
Can I aid Oak?
Wait,
So
do I
he
not
can
have
roll?
disadvantage for this? I'm supposed to have
your armor.
disadvantage. Am I? It's Elvin,
You're wearing
right?
Elven
Does Elven
plate.
not suck? Oh,
Yeah, Elvin gives you no
Pog
disadvantage
champ.
on stealth.
I'm gonna give him the aid action for his spell. So roll again.
well, thanks, Ozen.
Okay.
Very
You tried.
helpful.
Plus 3. Hey, you know what? Like,
You tried.
I'll feel a lot stealthier now.
You showed him. You showed him
I
how
can
to.
direct him in like what he's supposed to do. I can't.
Yeah,
He still stomps around, man. Like
you showed him how to not kick rocks while walking.
That.
Also how to crouch.
Also, why don't you just try to do a somersault and just go across the ground without hurting
Alright,
yourself?
so
I would not succeed.
let me.
Hey, bottom of the group with 10. That's not bad.
As you're moving through these hills, Ozen, you leading the way, you would have a few moments where you would sort of halt everyone, hiding behind a plateau or a large rock of sorts, watching several trolls, giants, lizard folk, all kinds of creatures in this region, you know, passing by throughout the day, and avoiding them successfully. You haven't yet seen any of your people, but you know they're out here, and that would bring us to the end of the first day of travel. 24 miles.
oh fuck.
24 miles gone just like that. You guys could set up camp for the evening.
Damn.
Otto, don't you have that thing, the spell for camping? Or was that someone else?
Well, Lehman's tiny hut.
Yeah. We should probably do that.
Okay, so
Okay.
So we don't get snuck up on and fucked!
don't worry. We tried to do that against vampires. We saw how that went. You should just
Snuck up on and fucked!
Yeah, so it
Suddenly vampires appear.
Snuck up on and fucked!
takes you
Okay.
a minute to get it set up, but you would be able to create a 10-foot radius immobile dome of force, that all of you could sort of fit inside. It does not prevent light from going out, by the way, but
Yeah, no fires.
at least I believe it doesn't.
Oh, dimly lit. Dome is opaque from the outside of any color you choose, but is transparent from the inside. The last theme.
If it's opaque from the outside, it won't show
Yeah.
light.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it just would. It
Doesn't
wouldn't
say
stop
translucent.
sounds. It wouldn't stop sound from escaping. It'll stop light from escaping, but not sounds. That's what it was.
If we make it look like a giant green bush, maybe it'll be okay.
we'll
Or
do
a
that.
really big
Alright.
rock.
So you guys would be able to actually rest for the evening without concern, because there was going to be encounter rolls for camping out here
You
in the
bet your
Southern
ass.
Plains.
I knew it.
Abso-fucking-lutely there was going to be encounter rolls.
Oh, where are we? On the map? Are we not on the main map? Sorry. Okay.
We'll say there.
Copy that. Hit the button, Clay. Do it.
I'll hit the button when I damn well please.
Do it.
Set the date to that.
Kill him, Anakin.
And
Do
there is your long rest.
Kill him. Destroy him.
Alright.
It's treason, then.
As it
I
would,
am the Senate.
the morning would begin to
Stop.
or the sun would begin to peek outside, drawing the four of you awake. Another day. You can still very easily keep track of the footprints and things of that nature leading you along, to track down Varram.
Oh. Anyone in the party wearing purple robes?
What? What?
I just remembered your spell, and I have a.
Oh.
If
Yeah.
no one in this party is wearing purple robes, couldn't you find that instead of the mask?
Oh,
Possibly.
I don't know if I can specify a color. Let me ask. He's gonna get down on his knees and pray to Torm.
Oh my god.
Herm's gonna backhand you at some point.
Yeah, sorry to bother you, but like, we're trying to find this one mask guy, and I don't really know if, the spell, locate object or, locate object can like, specify colors of robes. Like, if I think, purple robe, will I be able to find him? Oh, and he will actually offer like 10 gold and like light incense and all that.
Okay, give me a religion with advantage.
It's time to roll those ones again. Oh my god, why have you forsaken me?
I have a +2 because this is intelligence. Actually, no, never mind. Fuck that. Screw. Shut up, me, idiot, stupid.
Yeah, that also would have wore off.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling myself to
19
be
plus
an idiot.
2 for a 21.
And a natural 20, nice.
Okay, and exactly what were you trying to get out of this again? Because I was looking up some other
Yeah,
information.
can I like specify if locate object is like, if I can like make it specifically for like a purple robe, and like, can I use that to find? Well, not can I use that to find him, because I can probably use it to find him if I can specify specifically a color of robe.
You would watch as the gold pieces that you offered sort of disappear into thin air. And you would feel a sense of clarity wash over you. No voice responds to your request, but this is the closest thing you've ever gotten to a yes when you prayed.
Alright, I feel like I'm getting a bit of a yes, but it's like not really a yes. I'll just try it. We'll see how it goes. I will cast locate object and look for a purple rose.
Within 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement.
The direction of its movement is in the same direction of the trail that you're following currently, but it is most definitely not within 1,000 feet of you.
Alright, so what I'm getting is the robes seem to have worked. Thinking of the robes, but it's like that way, but like really far.
That's
So we should
better
keep
than
going.
nothing.
Yeah, so we can use this if we get like closer. I can tell you where he is.
Alright. We shall travel that way.
Alright, so
Yeah,
you're
we're
gonna
going that way.
continue following the trail, which is the direction
Well,
you locate
actually-
object mentioned.
So, it says that, would I know a general location of where we're headed? Like, what type of area?
What if I like go?
Like, what they could
what if-
possibly be going towards if they're going in that direction?
What we should do is I go stand in a different point. You stand at that point. We find the angle.
So,
And then using the theory of the law of cosines, we could find the area they're going to. Not law of cosines, but you
so
get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
You would have heard of a tomb hidden within the Serpent Hills. You would have never personally visited it because
Would have been on my bucket list. Ruins Explorer.
well, it might have been on your bucket list, but they only the Yuan-Ti only allows true followers to enter.
Yeah,
Which is why it's not something you would have explored yet, because you
exactly. Yes.
left.
Mhm.
But if the location, like if they weren't, if the information you have is correct, this trail and the direction that Oak pointed in is leading towards that tomb.
Okay. I'll let them know that is where they're headed. They're probably looking for something in there.
So, for another day's worth of travel, you guys can give me stealth checks if you would like.
Okay.
I would like to aid Ozen with his stealth. Because I feel like he needs it.
Ozen can give
Oh,
you
dear.
disadvantage because Oak is helping him. Try to be stealthy.
I'll just tell them to leave me the fuck alone.
It wouldn't matter. I've rolled as low as possible.
Oh god. I would like to aid
That's
Malachar. Tell him to shape the fuck up.
A little too late.
Come
for
on,
that.
old
My
man.
aching joints from my old age are
If
giving
it's
me
if it's a
trouble.
party check, it should be okay. We'll see. Might be a bit messy though. We'll see. You might get an encounter though.
I'm just a giant bush moving now. Nobody can spot me.
Bush Wookie over there.
I mean, I could see this man stumbling over himself, and I could tell him, yo, yo.
I like how you caught yourself.
I
I like how you caught yourself, knowing that I'm streaming.
Mm,
Throughout this day's worth of travel, there's only a few instances where Ozen would halt the party because of passing by trolls or giants or things of that nature. However, at some points throughout the day, you would come across a ruined settlement. Crumbling stones, dry wells, things of that nature are all that remain of this lost settlement within the Serpent Hills. It looks like nobody has lived in this area for decades, possibly even up to a century. But that would be the extent of today's travel. I assume we'll have the same thing. Tiny hut, rests, wake up.
Definitely.
Yep.
Correct.
You guys have your system and it works.
Let's not get fucked. Haha.
Well, unless they like it.
Oh, no, I can't speak for the Bard on that one.
Oof.
I do the fucking thank you. Depends on what it is.
You roll to seduce the dragon. Alright, you succeed. Now roll a constitution saving throw. Why do I have to roll it? The
It
adult male
burns.
dragon.
Oh, god damn it.
Someone's doing the fucking
Please.
tonight. It's not the bard.
Whoa. What was that?
Alright.
What did you say?
If you look in Discord, I believe it's under
Yeah, I remember the
memes.
meme. No, I saw it. I'm just, memeing the meme. It's a meme. Meme times meme equals shit. That's just
Yeah,
feces.
Varram
Who
posted it
kidding?
last Monday. It's right above what Hans posted for those that didn't see it. It's under memes in Discord. You successfully seduce the dragon. Roll a Constitution saving throw. I'll roll damage. Damage. Huge male adult dragon. All right. And as the four of you wake up, you would be able to set out for another day's travel. The four of you want, you can give me new stealth checks for a new day.
I'm gonna assist those no.
I'm gonna assist Malakar and I'm gonna assist fucking oh god damn it, you idiots.
You both get a 10. Alright, so 17, 10, 10, 13. I mean, that's average.
Which one are you assisting, me or Malkar? I don't think you can do both. Probably Malkar, because he rolled badly last time.
Yeah, it would definitely be on Malakar.
Help him get down to the ground so we can actually not break anything.
Well, you don't really need to worry about that too much.
Now I worry more.
Yep.
And there's a danger noodle behind you. He's gonna drag you away.
Oh, danger noodles are coming.
I am the ultimate danger noodle.
God, it's too good every time I hear it.
Sneaky snacks.
As you come around a little plateau, Ozen, Malkar, Otto, and Oak, you would find yourselves suddenly staring at a very open area. Buildings, most of them appear to have been run down, and what appears... Oh yeah, and here we go. This is the first time I've had to introduce a map where I'm using this feature. I'm ready for Tyson to bitch all session.
Yo, Clay, why can't I see anything yet?
3.
So, question: is this the Last of Us soundtrack? Sounds like it. It's nice.
That sounds like it, yeah, he's right.
The quarantine zone, 20 years later.
Yep.
Wow. I love the fucking name. Start, son.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Start,
What's that?
guns. Like, fuck off. Snakes. Don't name things. You guys can't do it.
Right. There we go. Welcome to the area that you guys will be spending tonight in.
What, no combat?
Next 2 hours, we'll be here.
No! Why is it vertical?
Then yeah, it's definitely combat.
And now we're all tiny.
Jesus. Why is it on the left? Read. That's fine. This is fine. We're good.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah, I hope so.
Is this the place? We here?
I've been waiting for this.
Oh, well, that sounds like it is a place then.
Oh, that was not in character. I'm talking about I'm talking about death.
Oh.
I've been waiting for this.
Well,
In character. In character.
is this the place? We here?
This is the place, right?
Yeah, this is the place.
Yes, this is the place.
Alright. So should we just like go in or? actually like rather
It's
planned.
sweet.
Doing coding things. 1 second.
Ree.
Go faster.
Can't. Too many logic errors. Okay.
I'd like to look around, make sure there's nothing ambushy looking around.
I'll do the same
Sure.
just in
Can you give me a
case.
perception check?
I quit.
Oh no.
Guys, don't rely on me tonight.
What's that, Sonny?
My dice are sick with the flu as well.
God, JPEG. ×2. Feels bad.
I'm just gonna take a look around as well. Everyone might as well take in all our surroundings.
I
Okay.
don't look.
As you guys sort of approach this area, you see the entrance to the tomb stands in what was once a large paved plaza. The remains of a fountain are now little more than a stone circle set around a crumbling hole in the ground leading to a well deep below. 2 stone statues stand in the courtyard, rising 20 feet high. Behind them, a 40-foot-high edifice is carved into the cliffside, dominated by relief columns carved with strange, otherworldly scenes.
Interesting place.
The left-hand statue, Colossus, is a bearded human male wearing exotic clothes, but its face is smashed beyond recognition. It holds a balance in its right hand and a cudgel.
Hold the fucking phone. How do we know he's bearded if his face is smashed to hell?
You can't get facial recognition, like eyes, nose, mouth, but you can
Okay,
still make
so
out, you can still make
below.
out a beard.
Oh, that's interesting. Really long beard then, yeah?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, like face, mouth, and nose, like, that's all
That's
fucked up so that you can't tell who it is, but you can still very easily see a beard. Like, if you've never seen a statue that doesn't, like, the face itself is messed up, but the head itself isn't destroyed. It's still got its head. The head
No,
is still
I
there.
haven't seen that many statues, to be honest with you. Just thinking back on life, I haven't looked at too many statues.
Okay, well, I said that, but it was more of a have you never used your imagination more than, you know, when you're fapping at night.
I have a terrible imagination, but yeah, I'm sorry, I'll stop talking.
Choose your imagination.
Okay.
Anyway, where was I? It holds a balance in its right hand, and by the way, I'm just going to put on priority so that you can't interrupt me again, because this is all kind of important, what I need to say here. It holds a balance in its right hand and a cudgel at its side, its left hand raised as if in warning. The Colossus to the right of the entrance is a young human male wearing similarly exotic clothing, the left half of its head cracked off and lying at its feet. The statue holds a shepherd's crook in its left hand, a sword at its waist, and its right hand raised in warning as well. There we go.
Interesting statue.
Anyone else get the feeling we shouldn't go in?
No.
Oh, just me then.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Well, we kind of have to, but you know. What about these buildings, like this way, over there?
I'm honestly just curious about the fountain. Why is
What?
the
What?
fountain?
You do realize everything here is destroyed. Why would the fountain be left alone?
Well, yes, usually, but sometimes some things are left alone. For example, some statues aren't always destroyed, but with this human male one, the face is destroyed. So maybe it's something that does not like humans per se. Humans smash the face.
Aren't they
Raise it.
both humans, Clay?
The
The statue?
statues? Yes.
Yeah.
I specifically mentioned they're both human.
Maybe they just didn't
Actually-
like that one person in general, maybe, but we don't know.
Wonder if they're like religious statues.
That's me saying I want to do a religion check.
Sure.
Nah, I have no idea. I
have
slept through
the
that
slightest
class
clue.
as well.
I'll do it as well, like just to check it.
Why would you have knowledge about religion?
I don't know.
I'm gonna do a history on the statues.
Well, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, Otto, you have no idea. You're not a religious person.
No. I tried.
Destroyed.
Okay, well,
Go
nice
ahead.
information, nice info.
And Ozen,
Yeah, go nothing.
you would have never heard of these two humans either, as far as like a history or anything of that nature. Or at least you never would have
Oh, he's
heard
broken.
anything related to them. You
Wall
would
of the is
see-
broken.
Shit.
You would also see, sort of leaned up against the edifice, is a rather new looking ladder. It is very out of place. Everything else here is sort of old, beat up, busted, and run down. And then the ladder leaning up against the edifice to climb up looks brand new.
Alright, brand new?
Yeah.
How is he gonna walk towards
We are in like a dirt area, right?
Yeah.
Like in dirt. Okay, I'm gonna investigate around and see for footprints if they are relatively new or anything, or like how old they are. I guess that would be more survival at that point.
Yeah, survival. To locate footprints and things of that nature.
I'll help him with that. Okay, he doesn't need it.
Well, you can roll another one just in case you get something higher than a 17. Since Otto's assisting you. You don't roll Otto, he rolls.
Oh, right, sorry.
When you're assisting somebody, you literally just give them advantage, nothing more.
Okay, my bad.
17. Yeah, you see many footprints. It looks like the trail that you had been following, like the footprints match here. You see that they sort of veer off into the plaza near the ruined fountain. In fact, as you sort of follow the footprints with your eyes, you can see a campfire that is still slightly smoldering. There's not much smoke rising off of it, but it looks like it's very recently been put out. As your eyes sort of follow around, getting a feel for the area, not too far east of the campsite that you see, you can see what appears to be 7 shallow graves. That look to have been dug relatively recently.
Theo's, you done investigating this area?
So, but what I asked was like, could I get a read on like how old how ahead are these people on us? Like,
Maybe,
is it like an hour, like a couple
maybe,
hours?
Maybe 5 or 6 hours.
Okay. 1 second. Alright, gotta run. Take out the garbage. I'll be back.
Okay. Otto, what did you want to do?
I was gonna see if Ozen was done investigating and climb up the ladder, see if there's anything up there.
What, you gonna go in? No. Just.
I'm not gonna go fully up. I'm just gonna peek my head up and just see if there's anything.
Sure. If you
If there is.
God.
sort of peek your head up the ladder and take a look. As you sort of climb the ladder and try to peek around, well, also as you're approaching, you would see around the entrance, as I mentioned, these relief carved scenes within the walls and things of that nature. You see carved into one of the walls as you're approaching a massive statue of what appears to be a demon of some kind buried under a lake, a dungeon of sorts. What appears to also be a massive hands on the other side that almost appears it's made out of lightning, reaching down from the clouds, plucking a pillar from a desert. None of these relief carved bosses in the wall necessarily make any sense to you as you look at them. It's things that you never would have heard of, never would have seen. But it is interesting all the less.
Okay. I'd relay that information back to the room that I found that over here.
As you sort of climb the ladder and peek up, give me a investigation check.
Okay.
Yeah. At first, what you see is a tomb with gilded carvings and silver censers and things of that nature, but the more your eyes focus, you begin to realize that these are nothing more than shadows. They're illusions, and you begin to actually see what lies before you. You see defaced and ruins the relief-carved walls, the censers long gone. Set between the carvings are a dozen alcoves recognizable as funerary niches, though these contain only splinters of bone, and at the far end of the chamber directly in front of you, you can see a stone door hangs slightly ajar. Marks on the door from this distance and frame indicate that it was recently forced open.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Hey guys, there's a door up here, a large stone door that looks to have been forced open. Can we check it out?
That is probably the way that they went in.
Should probably follow them then.
That's only a fountain. There was nothing that could be like a secondary entranceway, I don't believe. Nothing that could look like one.
Let's see.
There was a fountain, not a well, so...
Well, the fountain does, like, it leads down. There's a well there, but you can't really see the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, so there is that. Is it dark and dry, or is it like...
The well itself?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dark and dry.
Okay. Like to pick up a stone and like drop it in there.
Okay.
What I'm listening for is like the sound of water, and then like immediately like hitting stone, or just the sound of water, which would mean it's too deep for like us to hear the stone hit the ground, or just the stone hit the ground indicating no water.
Okay. Let me see here. After about a few seconds, you hear the stone hit what sounds like more stone. Not once do you hear water.
Okay. From is there on this campfire? I would assume that there might be like a decent like branch or piece of wood.
Yeah.
Light it, drop it in there. Is the campfire lit?
No, it's not actually lit. It looks like that on the map, but it's not actually lit.
Gotcha. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you light the piece of wood, and by the way, Otto, I'm going to have to come back to you in a second because there was something that I missed when you were approaching the ladder. It would have happened about here.
Oof. That's not good.
Yeah, Ozen, as you light the piece of wood and drop it into the well, give me a perception check. As the lit piece of wood hits the bottom, it's no more than maybe 30 feet down. But after a few moments of listening and things of that nature, you would hear heavy footsteps at the bottom of this well. And after a few more moments, you would just barely catch the sight of sharp claws and green skin coming out of the side of what appears to be a tunnel at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. So a troll is down there.
And then
I'm assuming.
another set
Well,
of claws.
troll.
And another.
Oh dear. A few well trolls.
You see coming out of what appears to be 3 different tunnels, 3 different trolls, all sort of staring at this burning log.
Okay.
Otto, what I forgot to mention with you, as you would be approaching to go to the ladder, as you would begin to approach the statues, all of you that were near the statues near Otto when he went to go approach the ladder would hear the sudden sound of grinding stone, and you would watch
Fucking course.
as,
Fucking gargoyles?
no, you would watch as both of the colossal figures turned their massive heads, their shattered features staring down towards you, Otto. And then 2 voices issue forth in unison, booming out as though erupting from the deep earth. Halt! You come before Tyranny, either ether walker and conduit of clairvoyance. Behold ye now his wondrous triumphs, for he extends wisdom and offer knowledge. Which do you seek?
Wisdom.
So you would say wisdom?
Yeah.
The diarist shall grant you what you seek, but only if you heed him and continue to show proper respects. And you watch as both of the statues would revert to their original positions, sort of indicating that you can proceed.
Alright. That's interesting.
Oh, what they said, Oak?
Yeah. Just the
There you
first
go.
part. Thank you.
now you guys can feel free to continue from wherever
Alright.
you would want to pick up at.
So, what do the trolls look up?
Not they never looked up. They just sort of looked at the burning log, and they might have eventually peeked up, but it would probably have been after Ozen stopped peeking down the well himself.
Yeah. Once I got a good, decent grasp of what is down there. Even if they did look up, like, and I was looking, it would probably have enough time to peek back down, and probably hard since they'll be looking in the sunlight and they're under fucking ground all the time. Probably wouldn't be the most delightful thing for them.
Yeah, no, like it's I'd say it's been a couple of minutes now, and you still haven't heard any sounds or indication that the trolls are climbing out of the well. Like they seem to be content staying underground currently.
Yeah.
You could probably hazard a guess, Ozen, that if the trolls were going to come up, it would probably be at night, given that they spend the majority of their time underground.
Is the well even big enough for them to come up? Like,
yes, it is.
with my approximate knowledge of how big a troll would, okay. So it's a pretty decently sized well.
Yeah, like they might it might be a little bit of a tight squeeze for them, but they could very easily climb out of it.
Climb out into a fireball.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna just continue on.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are aware that now the tunnels down here probably have trolls inhabiting them. So anywhere near some shit like that will be dangerous.
We could burn the trolls, but pew them from top of the well. You know.
Nah, they'll just retreat farther into the cave system.
Probably be a waste of time, to be honest. We can move ahead, and we absolutely should.
Okay, fine.
Good idea.
Can I do anything to kind of seal them out, though? I wonder.
By the way, what I mentioned for Otto, that would happen is each of you would pass through the statues.
Okay.
So it would they would like
He goes around.
Yeah, as each one of you will Malkar, like they will like the moment you're near them, they turn, booming the same speech.
Okay. Who would go first?
I'll just walk past.
Okay, so you wouldn't give them an answer, Malkar? Yeah.
Nope, would not.
As you proceed through Malkar, you would watch as the statues would just revert back to their original position. As you walk past, ignoring them, Oak, you would follow suit. Same speech.
I don't know any Didarius, but I guess wisdom would be more fun. I don't know, whatever. Don't bother me.
They revert back to their original position, not saying anything.
As they start like unfolding, I just say knowledge and continue on.
Okay. This is gonna be fun.
Yes, it will.
This is gonna be real fun.
Nice.
Yikes.
This is gonna be real fun. Alright. So you guys would be climbing up the ladder. As all of you would climb up the ladder, you can give me investigation checks. Besides Otto. He already gave me his.
What are we investigating now?
Just investigate, man. There's stuff.
Yeah,
I thought it was a 5.
Malkar, as you climb up the ladder, same with Ozen, both of you would very easily be able to break through the illusion, no longer seeing a tomb with gilded carvings and silver censers, but instead the defaced and ruins, relief-carved walls and the censers long gone. Set between the carvings are a dozen alcoves recognizable as funerary niches, though these contain only splinters of bone, and at the far end of the chamber you can see the stone door hanging ajar, marks on the door and frame indicating that it was recently forced open. Oak, for a long time, it looks like you're entering a pristine tomb.
It's real fancy, isn't it?
See, I wish I had some like. See, this is where it would be nice to have like, being a magic person, being able to like just touch someone and be like dispel fucking illusion or some shit. Like, see with your eyes, motherfucker.
Oh no,
Nice. Fine,
it'll
let's go.
become apparent to Oak like the moment he actually physically interacts with anything. But just at a first glance, Oak is pretty certain that you guys are, walking into a gilded, fancy tomb, lots of gold and silver and things of that nature.
You also can't tell if he's being sarcastic or not, so you might think he actually sees through the illusion. Well, I mean, you could tell if you're inside it, but, I doubt you're fucking here sitting there inciting everything I say. That'd be stupid.
Huh?
As if I have the care for that.
Exactly.
Anyway, you guys
Go
can...
up the fucking ladder!
You guys can proceed. I will describe and reveal as you go on.
I can't wait for the traps to activate.
Oh.
'Cause I didn't
Okay,
talk to
now.
the statue.
Okay, this fucking gray fucking block is not like the same semi-transparent one we had before. Okay. There's a door in front of me.
What does the door look like for me, for the non-illusioned one? Is it all fancy and shit? Mhm. Well, this is...
Yeah, dispel magic is a thing, Varram, but...
Shall I open the door?
Yep, go for it.
Alright. It's gonna start, like, looking around the door, looking for anywhere to get a handhold.
Oh, it's open slightly already.
No, it's not. It's closed. I'm not that stupid. Looking at the door more.
Looking at the door harder.
I'm gonna say, like, put your hand, like, wherever the crack is, like, and
Are you
just
sure?
push it open.
He's gonna put his hand there.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
what?
yeah,
What my head's going into? What?
Yeah, and you would watch as suddenly the pristine door that was in front of you is now, you can now see that it's slightly open. Marks indicate that it had been forced open. As you look around you very quickly, you see the alcoves no longer filled with the actual funerary pieces, nothing but splintered bone and things of that nature. You can now tell that this place has been defaced and thoroughly ransacked.
Oh, this place is a piece of shit. What the fuck? Could I go back to the illusion? It looked way better. Hey! I shouldn't probably yell that. Never mind, I'm just gonna open the door. Is it a push or pull?
It is a push.
To both.
Push?
It's a boost.
I will slowly...
Both.
I will try to push the door open. How heavy is it?
It's not that heavy. You'd very easily be able to
Okay.
push it.
I'll push it slowly so I don't break anything.
Yeah, as you push the door open, now that you can get a clearer look into the entire room, you see 6 statues standing in the room, 3 on each side, all of cowled wizards leaning on staves, their faces obscured by deep hoods.
Perception.
Anyone else feel that's a trap?
Yep.
Too used
Fuck
to
that noise. Are the
statues
statues
being
alive?
You can give me a
Oh, investigation.
investigation to look for traps.
I'm gonna tell everyone to hold up for 10 minutes. I'm going to do a ritual for detect magic.
Okay.
I'm
Alright,
good
fine.
with this.
You can do clairvoyance too. Like, oh, never mind. Oh, it didn't work.
I will assist him with this detect magic.
There's nothing I need assistance with.
No,
it,
mate, don't worry
mechanically.
about it. I've been helpful.
No, mechanically, but if you want to do it flavorfully,
Yeah.
sure.
You
go
can
for it.
dance around waving candles and
I get bored easily. I'm helping you.
Alright, do I detect any magic in the area?
Do we detect
You
any
did.
From
magic
the
there?
statues?
You did.
Alright.
You get the sense of. Let me see what school this is for you. You get the feel that enchantment magic has been used in this area. And it emanates from all 6 statues.
Enchantment. Okay, so what could that mean? It could mean that it tries to either cast some shit on us.
Do you see something?
It could actually be like just the illusion. It's well, no, that would be illusion.
If it was the illusion, wouldn't the whole temple be lighting up?
Might it have something to do with the choice that we had with the statues, choosing wisdom or no, or
Well, see, the thing with enchantment magic is it could just be cast directly on us to make us perceive these things.
Should throw a rock at it.
I don't know, like, what shit. I'm not good enough at D&D to know like everything
How long
enchantment
is this
magic
ladder
on an
behind
item.
us?
What was that,
How
Malcolm?
long is this ladder we had to come up?
It's not that far. I think it was 10, maybe
Okay.
15 feet.
He's already planning his escape.
No, I was
Don't do
thinking,
it.
well, if these things do come alive, we could just have someone activate them and jump down the ladder and watch the statues trip over themselves and break apart on the way down.
10 feet wouldn't break a statue.
No. What would hurt?
Yeah. It wouldn't be nothing, that's for sure. Should I just throw a rock? Should I?
Sure.
Just thinking.
What is the thing about enchantment magic in the world of D&D? What does that
Pick up the biggest
encompass?
rock you can see.
Enchantment magic is things like compelling like something or other people, like, or things of that nature, right?
One
Yeah.
sec.
For the most part, that's what enchantment magic is.
Enchantment. I feel
So do you
that could
think-
make a statue move? You know?
Enchantment?
Enchantment.
Enchantment magic. So it's like these statues are
Hey,
not made to like
think
outright
of them
attack.
as
They're more
full
to...
of charm spells.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like they're to compel you to.
They've been ordered to do things. The statues.
Okay, so
if come in, hit thing. Come on, guys.
okay. Well, you can just hit it if you want to. Just
I mean, I'll throw a rock at it.
fucking chuck off.
Yeah, we'll say you
Right,
throw...
I'm gonna pick up a really big rock.
Okay.
Well,
Like,
we know
really
they could
big
talk.
one, and
And
then
that's
throw
it.
it at it.
Okay, you throwing it at a statue?
Actually,
or
hold on. Oh, right. What if see if the other statues light up the same way?
Oh no, all 6 of them do.
No, the two.
behind us.
Oh, the two
Two
behind you.
Yeah. They
I'd
left it the same
assume
way.
so.
Could've just chatted.
I'll go check, but I'm pretty sure they will.
I feel like they might be just chatting shit.
As you climb back down the ladder and get in range of the other two statues, Ozen, you would see they both sort of blink with enchantment magic as well.
Okay.
Just in case, I will throw the rock.
Once he gets back up.
Okay. And are you throwing the rock at a statue or just into the room?
Well, I'll throw a small rock into the room. If there isn't a reaction, I'll throw one at the statue.
Okay. You don't get a reaction when you throw a small rock into the middle of the room. And as you throw another rock, slightly larger, at one of the statues, you watch as it just sort of bounces off of the statue onto the floor. Again, no reaction.
Right, I think they're fun.
I was going to speak up and say, are any of you Darius?
No
See if they
reaction.
respond. Okay.
So I'm just gonna walk in.
Are all of you walking in at the same time, or just is Oak going first?
No,
and...
no. I wouldn't let him. I'm going first.
Okay.
Wait, nah. I'm gonna say 2-person system for this, so
Alright, fine. That was good.
me and Oak will go in.
Okay. Oak and Ozen will go first. Alright. As you guys begin to proceed through Oak and Ozen, once you get about halfway through the room, you would both hear the sound of grinding stone once again.
Oh, yep, alright.
And you would both watch as all of the statues would begin to turn and follow you. Not actually moving from their location, but they seem to be following you.
Like with their heads, or?
Yes.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
Oak, would
do
you
you
be
think,
like
Ozen?
turning to look at them?
Yeah.
Absolutely. What I would be. What? Of course.
Okay. Would you be looking at the actual faces of the statues?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a wisdom saving throw.
I have +2,
So, 10.
and I'm immune to being charmed.
Correct. You are immune to being charmed.
So is Ozen, because he's near me.
Oh, I wouldn't be looking at their face. Be aware of enchantment magic. Is like these things are gonna try to do something to compel. That's what I'm going with. Is they're gonna try to do some shit to compel me to something.
Ozen, you're not charmed, but
You mean Oak?
or
Yeah, I gotcha.
Oak, yeah.
Yeah.
You would find yourself just sort of staring at the closest statue's hooded figure,
Okay.
sort of held by the dark gaze, for a little bit, for one round specifically. During this time, Oak, you would begin to hear whispers within your own head.
As you do.
Just, it's very faint. It's almost impossible to tell what they're saying. But you can make out a few words, and I need an intelligence saving throw as well.
+2.
13. You can't grasp any of the whispers, anything that is said. Outside of being held there for 1 round, nothing happens. So as Ozen would continue, as Ozen would continue forward, you would be held in place. So like, Ozen, you'd probably take a few steps forward before realizing Oak's no longer directly at your side.
Yeah.
And then, you know, as you sort of like avoiding looking towards the statues because you specifically mentioned you were doing that, you know, looking back and seeing Oak, after a few moments you would be able to turn looking away from the statues and you would be able to continue walking again.
Oh, right. You don't look at the statues. They're assholes. That one made me freeze for a bit. Don't look at the statues. I'll say it again. Feels like every time
You hear
we
that,
come
you
across
two?
anything.
I'm yelling back to those two. All right.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna continue on. Hopefully, Oak, you continue on, but with me.
Yeah. I'll come.
You two
I'll
would very,
hopefully-
you two would very
I
easily
found
be
out
able
what the
to.
statues do.
Yeah, you two would very easily be able to make it to the end of the room. Whether you would want to open the door and proceed or wait for them to catch up with you is for you two.
We're just gonna wait.
Okay. Malkar, Otto, your turn.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, at least we found out what the statues do. You know.
I'm just gonna walk. I was gonna walk quickly and try to look at the statues, but just keep his hand by his face so he doesn't fully look.
Okay. Well, Otto, as you would walk into the room, a thought would immediately enter your head. It wouldn't have entered anyone else's, just yours, Otto. Some secrets are not meant for mortal minds to know. Look away from the darkness in which such knowledge hides.
He'll turn his head back and just look forward as he keeps going.
As both of you would cross the halfway point of the room, once again you would hear the sound of grinding stone, and the statues would now begin to follow both Malkar and Otto. So long as you two don't look directly at the statues, you can proceed to the end of the hallway and meet up with the rest of the party.
Okay.
Before you lies another stone door. This one, the door is completely closed.
I'm gonna tell everyone the thought that I had as I was walking through, or as I entered, just let everybody know, seeing if there's anything.
Nope, didn't hear it.
Interesting.
I heard nothing as well.
Right. Should open
Seems
the door.
something's trying to help us.
Wow.
Yeah, I wish it would help me. I fucking looked at the thing. Voice is an asshole.
Alright, so you guys are gonna say
Is there a door handle?
no.
Damn it.
It looks like
My
most
one
of these
weakness.
doors are push open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, push open,
Just here
push
at the top
close
of the
kind
door
of
says push.
Well, wait a second. How do you get out then from the inside? You push that way too. It's like a double hinge. What is this magic?
The closed doors, I have to swing both ways.
My god. By the gods. Even we don't have those and we live in modern society. What is this shit?
It's
I assume you would be
magic.
pushing the door open.
Yeah, I'm pushing the door open.
Okay.
Wow. Cool room.
I'm getting there. getting there, buddy. Don't get ahead of yourself.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Don't get ahead of yourself. As you push open the door, you see a chamber with a high vaulted dome with a deep inset ledge circling the room, 10 feet wide, 15 feet up. The floor here is set with a beautiful tile mosaic showing a knight in plate armor wielding a glowing sword. Appears to be fighting a giant chimera.
Otto's randomly just gonna take his sunblade from his pouch and just, with a shit-eating grin, and just take it out and just start holding it. Just imagining it was him doing that.
Okay.
So you're just holding a hilt.
Yeah, so he pulls the hilt out, and you know he likes to imagine that he's the knight there fighting off the chimera.
Yeah, I'm just lighting it. Just okay, I'm just gonna light the way. I'm fine.
You boys got some good perceptions, by the way. Passive. I want to mention this. Malkar with a 15, Otto with a 16. Fuck you, Ozen.
Wait, what? Oh.
I see it.
Took you long enough.
I see it.
Clay's past perception isn't that high.
Hey, listen, I'm looking at a whole bunch of other shit.
That's why I said your passive perception isn't that high, buddy.
Yeah, correct. Alright, so
when you're walking the hall and you
who's
look-
gonna be the first one to walk into this room?
Probably me.
Okay.
Probably 2-man. Wait, what is in here again? Do we?
Well,
You
it was
see-
engraving. So
Yeah,
right?
you see the tile mosaic in the floor, but that's
Okay,
it.
the floor.
Okay. Again, well, detect magic's still up. Anything I can feel from here?
Oh, and Tyson, look in the scheduling channel.
What have you posted?
Helpful information.
Helpful.
The schools of magic. Good.
Oh yeah, no, I'm aware of them. I just didn't know, like, in D&D, what exactly it would.
Could I inspect the mosaic and try and figure out if I've heard of this person before in books?
When you enter the room, yes.
He really wants us to go in this room. Just saying. It's a trap.
Ozen,
you-
you get a feeling of transmutation magic in this room. You can't tell
Oh
exactly.
Jesus!
You can't tell exactly
good
where,
Lord.
but you get a feel for transmutation magic.
I don't like that.
Creative mimics.
Is there a
Yeah,
rock?
where those rocks at?
Yeah.
As you sort of try to pinpoint and focus where the transmutation magic might be coming from, it does seem to be emanating from the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. Where's the rock, Clay?
So, that chimera, it's probably gonna pop out of there.
More of the floor is gonna fall out of the fucking way.
Ozen and Oak, can I get both of you to give me a perception check?
Oh, okay, sure.
Perception check to look for rocks?
Perception check.
Cool.
Ozen, as you're looking around the floor, watching looking for where this transmutation magic might be coming from, you would notice the chimera move
Oh, you son
within
of
the
a bitch.
mosaic.
Oh.
It's slightly, just slightly, but you would watch as it moves. And then I need everyone to roll initiative. You guys actually avoid the surprise round against you as the chimera would shoot up out of the mosaic.
Cool.
Time to floor this thing.
Pog
God
champ.
damn it.
Where the fuck is my? Where's
I
initiative?
roll
Is it?
good.
Where the fuck is it?
Sunday. For your
Yeah, it's Spain. Is it?
I said you guys are technically there because you stepped into the room. What are you looking for? Your initiative?
Where? Yeah.
It's under. It's
Man.
under.
Oh, there it
main
is. It's
plus-
just the fucking.
yeah, it's
okay,
just
there we
plus
go.
5.
Ray, I rolled a nat 20 and I still got beat.
yeah, get fucked.
Your best is my word.
Speaking of worst,
automatically-
Animated tile chimera.
It automatically rolls when I add it to the chart, but I've started using my real dice again, so I have to roll for it.
I don't like that number. That's why he's rolling for it.
You can say that.
Memes.
Doesn't want to get one turn. That's why he's rolling for it.
He gets a one turn regardless.
Oof.
He has
You
no
can't
bonus.
stop
We're being
Team
real
Bird.
cocky here. We're gonna get fucked.
He has no bonus to Dex, so he just barely beats out Malkar, but nobody else.
Is there still transmutation coming from the floor?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. So it shouldn't fall out if we walk in. Should it? Could. Very well could.
We're Team Burst, so it's fine. Team Burst.
The thing is, we're doing a dungeon though. If we burst, yikes.
Ozen, you can feel free to start us off.
Team Natural Burst. Our weapons are broken. Let's be honest. Let's be real here.
Oh, yeah,
Our
speaking
fucking
of-
weapons
I
are
did-
like we're fucking.
Yeah, I did fix your 11 sword. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll play this a little conservatively.
Yeah.
All right, Ozen, you start us off.
Don't go yeeting all your runes, you cuck.
I have runic regeneration now.
Oh yeah, good point.
You'd watch as you move into the room, the Chimera's eyes following you, like,
Yeah. What up, bitch? Made out of towels and shit. Let's see. Where are we gonna? This.
Oh, it's an Italian Chimera.
this is what it looks like. Like, this is what it would actually look like if it wasn't made out of tiles and things of that nature.
Okay. This is going to be 2 runes.
Okay.
There's gonna be a 1 rune spell, but I'm bursting 1 extra.
Okay.
Just for the clarification. Oh, okay. I gotta fucking
Yeah, don't forget the target.
Am I targeting it?
Yep, you are.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
hit.
Oh wow.
Fog turn.
Okay.
It's a hit.
Sure. Alright, this. Failure.
Fail.
Ooh! That's a nice
That's a
one.
first, yeah.
That's a. So, does this just stay? Alright, there we go.
-2 attack.
I had that
and
effect.
damage rolls. All right.
Nice.
1, 2. Alright.
Nice.
And then another one. This was gonna be 1 rune.
It's a hit.
Nice.
And then where do I want to go? No, let's do this. See?
That one is a success.
Oh, take away to add back 1. I accidentally double clicked that.
All right. Anything else in your turn?
No.
Oak, that brings us
Right.
to you.
Yeah, I'm going in. Right there. I'm gonna hit it with Hazard 1.
Okay.
Oops, that's damage.
Okay,
Sorry,
you
take
just
that back.
automatically roll
Wrong
damage.
Yeah, and I didn't even hit.
And you missed.
Yeah.
Hit it with the second
second
one.
strike.
You can... All right, there we
And
go.
I can
You
roll,
got your
reroll
damage.
that. I can reroll that 1 and 2, the first 2 dice, because great weapon fight. Make that a 4
Ooh.
and 5.
6 more damage.
I think that's it.
Oh, is it? Yeah, it is 6.
Okay, so it's 6 more damage.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay.
That's all I do. Kind of getting a feel for
Okay.
this guy.
Otto.
Okay. First, as an action, I'm going to cast Hex.
That's a bonus action, but okay. So you place a curse on the creature. You can deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack.
And I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Good
And
fucking
you can roll another one, by the way, because you are 5th level, so you get 2 beams on Eldritch Blast.
Alright.
So you can roll another attack. It's another hit. You can roll one more set of damage. Alright. And that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Is hex per attack or per turn?
Looks like per one-time attack the way it works there.
For Hex, yeah, it's I believe it's,
On next hit.
yeah, until,
First attack.
yeah, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack. Also, choose one ability when you cast the spell. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability. So what ability do you want to give a disadvantage on, by the way?
I'm con
Tyler?
and dex based.
Yeah, I don't really care. Oh, he has wounding, by the way. I don't know if that affects it. I should ping that.
Yo, we're the class that can do damage based on status effects. That gets extra damage based on statuses. It'd be real nice in our comp.
Yeah. Alright. So, you would watch as, the Chimera, the dragon's head focus, like, watching you, Oak. And then the other 2 heads watching you, Ozen. You would watch as the lion's head, would sort of snap its teeth towards you, Ozen. The claws coming towards you as well. And Oak, you would watch as the dragon's mouth would open up, facing towards you.
Question.
Yes.
Is he attacking Ozen first or me first?
It's technically all happening at the same time.
Can I take my reaction to attack him back then for Sentinel?
Yeah, I'd say you can do that.
Okay. Okay.
The Sentinel, Sentinel will have a range. We've been over this, but I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I'll ping it. I can't ping
When
it.
the creature makes an attack against a target other than you, and the target doesn't have this feat, you can use. Okay, so it doesn't have a range. So yeah, you can make your attack.
Yep.
As a reaction.
Alright. Yes. Sorry. Doing it. 15.
It's a hit, just barely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the damage.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, as the dragon's maw opens up towards you, Oak, I need a dexterity save from you.
Okay.
And Ozen, you have a set
Add
of
2 to that.
claws and a bite coming towards you. 2 to that, that's 10. Unfortunately, that is going to be a fail.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Didn't think so.
Those attacks are gonna have that -2 on them. I don't know if it does it automatically. The coding.
You take 24 fire damage, Oak.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And it does not, but I'm also physically rolling, so I'll just do the math real quick. Alright, red will be for the claws, blue will be for the bites. Okay, so that is for the claws. 23 to hit.
That's with -2.
That is with -2.
Sure.
Okay.
Hit it.
Alright.
I was about to say, he using the shield already.
Nah. Yeah. Nice. We good.
And I'm just gonna roll.
Oh shit! Did we ever go over how
I'm
many
gonna-
potions I made? I finished.
No, I will get to that in a little bit. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna roll the damage as normal, and then you can subtract 2 from that, so 4 is what you actually would have taken, not 6.
All right.
And then the it's the same damage type, or same damage dice and number. It's just one is piercing, one is slashing. I accidentally rolled the bite damage, so that would be slashing damage, not piercing. The bites was a 19 to hit.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna use reaction to parry. I have 19 AC, so literally it would just miss.
Okay. All right. So you'd parry the bite just very quickly, deflecting, like just taking your blade and catching the lion's teeth. And as you're catching the lion's teeth is when it would sort of swipe at you, I would say, leaving a little bit of a scratch across your midsection. Nothing too major.
This
and
guy doesn't
yes,
heal, right?
Making sure.
Yeah, double check that. Because if he does, he needs to do a Constitution saving throw.
No, he does not heal. Not
Okay, we're good then.
not in combat, at least.
Yeah.
And Malkar, that brings us to you.
Alright, I'm gonna move into the room about here,
Okay.
and I'm going to use poison spray into its face.
Okay. Succeeds on his con save.
Fuck.
You see it?
Nothing. Alright, there goes my turn. Why does this spell never work?
It's a cantrip.
That brings us to the top of the turn order. Ozen.
Ah, okay. Do I want to use any more? Nah. For this one, I won't. This will just be a raw attack.
Just a raw attack.
Oh, good thing it was.
That'll be a miss.
All right, another just raw attack. Yeah. Okay.
Another miss. You get the feel for them dice. You're like, you know what? I know I'm gonna miss these. No need to burst any wounds.
Until I get fucking 11 feet, can't use them too much.
Yeah. Anything else on your turn?
No.
All right, Oak. That brings us to you.
Okay. Are we? I ask this literally every session, but flanking ?
Yes, but you would need to, like,
Yeah.
one more tile over.
Okay.
So if it's
then I will-
diagonal, you would need to be like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But where Ozen is at, you would need to be there.
Okay. I'm gonna hit it.
All right, you have advantage on the attack. It's a hit.
Okay.
How do you do it?
I can roll one of those. Okay. Well, after its dragon attack, breath attack, and after it going after Ozen, Malkar does this poison spray which kind of distracts the dragon head from me. So I get behind it and I jump on top of it and I shove Hazarwan straight into the middle of the lion's head and just twist it.
Yeah, as you do this, you watch as the chimera itself just breaks apart into thousands of little tiles, falling to the floor.
Oh, there we go.
Beat it to pieces, huh?
What literally? Literally. Truly. Lit.
That's a shame. We could have used the dragon's head at the very least.
Hmm. I feel like it was like a magic one. Like created or something. Summoned, maybe? I don't know. I don't really chimera too greatly.
Can I ask about how many potions I would have made?
Yes.
I had enough for 26 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, 23 of them.
I'd say you were able to get through 15.
Okay.
We could also take a short rest if we need to. I'm pretty good at healing.
Yeah, no, this is like this is for like these little baby scratches like this.
Yeah.
So you would have been able to make 15 of them. Which you had...
So that is going to be 8 now.
So you have 15 basic healing potions. Let me actually give those to you, by the way.
Okay.
Well, that isn't too bad. Took a bit of a toast there.
There you go. Now you have 15 basic potion of healings in your inventory.
14. Let me drink one of those.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I'll drink one as well.
I have one of my own that I will drink.
Okay.
If we're not taking a short rest, that is.
So 2d4 plus 2.
I have a button.
Is there a button for it?
I have one.
There isn't
Aha!
by default. Yeah, there isn't by default, but I will.
How do you do it in this?
I will give you one, my friends.
Okay.
I guess you gotta target yourself. Target
Yes.
yourself before you do it.
I'll also toss you another one.
Oh,
Since you're
thanks.
still looking.
Alright. I'll drink the other one as well. Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
There's your basic potion of healing under consumables and actions. Don't forget to target yourself when using it.
Okay. Targeted. I believe.
You are.
Yep, there
Yeah, you
go.
good.
You are back to full.
Good shit.
And here, what I'll do is I'll make these target self. And then if you're specifically using it on someone else, they can just roll it from their sheet.
Yeah.
Could I get one more of those potions just so I can hold on to it?
I toss you too.
I just have 2 of them, and I don't want to check mark it, you know?
Wait, what?
No, don't worry about it.
Right, which way? Well, that looks over there. That one. Man, these potions give me the burps.
Koi! Koi!
What's up, buddy?
How do I draw a line?
Right click and you'll see the little downward facing arrow for pointers.
Yeah.
And then you can draw arrow.
Koi? Oh, God. Koi!
What
Yeah.
this? What that be? What it do?
Koi?
It's a very dark
That's
hallway.
not a door!
It's a very dark hallway is what it is.
That's not a door!
Me? Hey Clay, I have.
How do I
dark-
get... Hey, Clay, I had darkness. Remove this. Delete this.
Uh,
I don't think that's 60 feet, Clay.
Both of you can kiss my ass right now. Because there's other shit in this room that I'm getting to.
Hey Clay, I don't think it's 120 feet.
Can I get all 4 of you to give me a perception check?
Okay.
Or an investigation check. Your call.
Okay, I'm back.
I'll stick to my 8. Thank you very much.
You can give me a perception or an investigation.
I was
Oh,
gonna
I
ask.
can't.
You have investigated. The DM does not care. You'll see what he wants you to see.
Ozen, you would actually notice something else in the mosaic. Let me see here. The sun that is depicted in the mosaic that is sort of near the hallway that you actually talked about and mentioned is actually a sliding circular plate. And you can see that there appears to be some form of trap in that area.
Okay, avoid that.
Hey, Otto, go step on it.
Okay.
I had a quick question on when the Chimera was killed. Did it just fade away, or is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
body
it shattered into a million
It's
pieces.
shattered into a bunch of little pieces of tile that are currently laying on the
okay.
ground. By the way,
Take that.
also written in chalk on the door that arrow is currently pointing to is the word safe.
I feel like we should go that way.
Can I roll insight on the handwriting to see if it's truthful?
Sure. You can roll insight on the handwriting.
I'll assist him.
You know, I feel like
You guys are fucking memes.
Took handwriting classes. Yeah.
You actually notice that the handwriting is very similar to handwriting that you saw when you had infiltrated the cult's camps previously. Looks like this was written by the cults.
Looks like that was written by a cultist, and we're chasing a cultist, so
should probably be telling the truth.
we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll use what we find next as a basis.
I'm gonna say, so
So
what
you
you
should
guys can
form up
do-
and I'll push the door open.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Sorry, Clay, go ahead.
what you guys can do as I reveal bits and pieces of that hallway, because it's diagonal, that makes it difficult to reveal without revealing other things. Which is part of the reason why I hadn't fucked with it.
I love doing this to him.
You get little bits and pieces. Alright, that's as far as you get until you start going down that hallway.
Actually, Clay, I have now walked a little close. Where's my next 60?
It's as far as you get before you actually start going down that hallway. Because that is a bitch and I have to reveal without revealing secrets in that area.
Saying Clay. That doesn't look 60 to me.
as far as he's gonna
We can stop now.
Alright.
You guys have the hallway,
If you guys form
the
up,
door.
I'll push this.
Yeah, you guys have the hallway, the door with the word safe written on it, and then these sort of double doors that lead further as well. So you guys have 3 directions you can go.
I believe that this is a safe room. I'm gonna push the door open if when Sozum gets here. Yep, pushing it open.
Okay.
Read!
Okay.
Pushing it open.
He said, watch it. I was gonna like, when I heard you say push it open, I was like, alright, I gotta go back over here. Something happens. And then he said, when I get over there. So now I had to come back. Because you wouldn't do it until then.
Nope.
Alright.
As you push open the door,
That is not safe.
as you push
That's
open the
safe.
door,
Yeah.
what you see before you is what appears to be a pool of water in the center of a circular room. The water itself creates a mirror-like surface. And it appears that it is connected to a well of sorts. Though you can't
Don't
tell entirely.
Do you reckon it's connected to the thing outside?
Likely.
check.
Rose.
Hold your horses.
I don't need to breathe underwater.
Hold your horses. Right, I'm gonna go into the room.
Nothing happens. Although as
Go
you
in a
walk
little
in,
bit
you
further.
see... As you walk in, you do see chalked into the wall is the word safe once again, and you can see sleeping rolls and camping gear scattered around. Looks like people did use this as a resting place very recently.
Alright.
Go in more. Go in all the way.
I've
The
described
water's
everything.
Going even further beyond.
I've described everything you're going to see unless you jump into that well.
Jump in. No. Right. Yeah, it looks clear. You can come in. Actually, it was safe. I was half joking thing.
I look into the well.
Tell the truth.
You can't see too far down. It does look like it would go past maybe 30 or 40 feet down. It is full of water.
Does it look like there's a current?
Not that you can tell. Not from up here.
I'm gonna get my rope out. Hand one side to Oak. Tie myself off. And jump in.
Oh boy. Oh, there you go.
Okay. As you jump into the...
Wait, you actually jumped in?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he
handed
gave
you
a rope
yeah,
to you and he
I
went
handed
in.
you the fucking rope.
He handed you a rope, tied the other portion around him, and has jumped into the well.
I was like away from my seat.
Quick, cannonball into
I-
the well.
I hold rope.
Raukar, as you're swimming
Smart.
down, you swim down maybe 30 feet or so, and it looks like it continues a little bit, and then suddenly you find yourself falling about 5 feet as the water just stops.
Oh.
Like, Oak, you feel the rope go tug a little bit as it, he
Oh.
very clearly went down a little quicker than you expected.
Did he say anything to do if I felt a tug on the rope?
No.
Did they like pull him out?
Yeah,
Fuck.
it is completely on you. Like,
You
you
just
pull
felt
him up
one
out of
yank. That's
worry.
it.
I'm assuming since it's one tug, he might have just like caught the rope on something. If it was two tugs, now that would mean
Alright,
something.
what do I see around?
You
down
have
here?
120 feet of dark vision. You see
Trolls.
tunnels leading off in all different kinds of directions. As you look down each of the tunnels, give me a perception check. You see lots of signs of use in these tunnels. None of it appears to be humanoid. It looks like whatever moves through these tunnels hasn't been in this section for a while now, but you see scattered pieces of bone, what appears to be shedded skin, things of that nature.
Gross. I'm gonna go back up now.
You gonna tug twice? Or because you're like floating in the air under the water, right?
It's like... Yeah, I'll have to tug twice, I imagine.
Alright. Orc's gonna just frantically pull you out.
That's all I fucking hear.
Alright. Oh, looks like this water's just suspended here.
Where'd
Huh?
that take
Down
Oak?
to a network of tunnels. There's
Is that what
bits of bone, sheddings of...
Sound good.
Did you tell us about the trolls, Tyson?
Yeah.
Okay, looks like these tunnels connect to those as well, but it looks like they haven't been to these ones in a
Because you're a
while.
bird. So just me.
But you trolls shed
By
skin.
the way, the shedded skin did not look like it came from trolls. It looked like it came from
Oh.
much smaller creatures.
Something else
Something
is down
possibly
there.
about the size of Ozen.
I was gonna say, describe what you see.
Danger noodle?
Down there
Question
is
mark?
it for ya.
Describe taste. I mean,
What?
texture. I don't know.
What?
It was translucent and in long tubes.
Tubes.
We jump in.
I look at my own arm. Oh, kind of like this. They have like translucent silver scales.
Ah. Or like dragon shedding.
No,
the
not
dragon?
quite dragon.
Wyvern? Naga?
Probably.
Oh.
Perhaps of a
maybe.
serpentine
Oh no, I
fashion.
get it. It's a lizard wizard. Wizard lizard. You guys,
going
lizard wizards.
My eyes are gonna roll audibly. Like,
You just hear his eyes rolling. Hey buddy, I think you need to put your face in this water. Your eyes sound a little dry.
like Jesus fuck.
Sounds like a windshield wiper just eat.
But yeah, I don't trust this hole.
What you guys like to do from there?
There's a safe room. We could take a rest.
Yeah, we can come back here later. I don't think that
Yes,
we're
that's true.
in a situation where we need to rest currently. Alright. And back in here. Let's add another roll of detect magic!
As you look at the double doors here, you see an engraving on the double doors depicting a group of wizards peering over a pool of water. The oversized figure of a male wizard at the top of the image raises his hands as if summoning a creature from the pool.
Okay.
The doors are bulged out noticeably from their frame. It appears that they had been pushed out towards you guys at some points from something on the other side.
Alright. Well, I got detect magic up. I'm going to slowly open up these doors and peer inside, cracking it open.
Okay. These doors do have handles, so they open towards you. And are you guys all where you would be at currently when Ozen opens these doors?
Yes.
No, because
No.
I'm opening them up. No,
Ugh.
I would have moved you guys. I would have told y'all to move. Because I'm opening them up, like, slowly while, like, trying to peek inside to avoid. So you would either get on some side of me.
You're already
Yeah.
reaching clear. Wait for my signal.
So I'm going to be
Alright, so-
opening up the door in front of me slowly.
Where everyone is at right now is where you would be at, correct?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Pulling open is
Doors explode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ozen and Oak, I need dexterity saves from both of you. As Ozen, you go to pull the door and you begin to hear the hinges breaking as the doors would explode outwards. Rubble from the doors, stone, things of that nature, all flying into this room.
4.
This
The
thing was
actual
like
booby
fucking
trap
set
though.
to Wait, okay.
No, the door itself wasn't magically set to explode in any way, shape, or form. Remember I mentioned the door was bulging out noticeably from the frame, and I mentioned that it looked like it had been pushed out from the other side. As you pull open the door,
So it's like rubble or something that's falling in.
yeah, as you would open the door, like you would have just enough time to see that the other side, the ceiling has collapsed, and stone and things of that nature had been pushing on the door, and all it took was the slightest pull to forcefully break the hinges, and both of the doors and the rubble would begin to spill out in force into the room.
I guess we're gonna need that rest here.
Yeah, Ozen, you would very easily be able to dodge out of the way of most of the impacts. Oak, however, is a bit slower to react.
That
As
That was a
Lot of
lot of
dice.
dice.
Ozen, you would take 13 bludgeoning damage, and Oak, you would take 27.
ouch. Oh,
Yeah, you watch as
fuck.
rubble and broken pieces of the door and things of that nature have just sort of strewn out, leaving this hallway only partially filled with rubble. It would be open enough where you could actually make your way through it. Most of the rubble has sort of spilled out into this room now, covering the mosaic on the floor.
That fucking hurt.
Yeah,
It'll
like
be
that
alright.
time you brought the part of the castle down on me. You and Arcadius.
I know.
Shall we?
So, what will you want to do? Strip
I start walking
potion?
down
Should we
this
take a
fucking
rest?
hall.
I'll
A
follow
little
you just-
fucked. Let's take a short rest. I need to go anyways, too.
We can just
Wait,
follow.
isn't it time? Wait, 11:30.
Yeah, I need to go.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Normally
Let's
we
take a
would
short
be ending
What is-
like around now or at 12, because typically we would have started playing about 30 minutes before we actually started the night, so we're at 2.5 hours since I went live.
Well, I'm ending like at our normal ending time.
Yeah. So normally we would be ending now or within the next 30 minutes. So if you guys want to set up
Yeah, we'll
within
just-
the safe room, take a rest, call the session there.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
Okay.
We'd probably take a short rest, though. Not a long one. Right, team?
Yeah.
Team?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll hit die. You have your bard shit, don't you?
Mhm.
You can roll it here in just a
Okay,
second.
have oh, okay, cool.
By just a
haven't
second, I
alerted
mean you
me.
can roll it next week.
So we're doing tiny hut, right? No, I'm kidding. All right. I'm gonna forget by next week. All right.
Well, I'll remind you.
Okay. Let me close out of this. That was fun.
Believe me, I will remind you.
But I need to go. I'm
Alright.
just gonna yeet. Tesla at Tesla or Comet. Bye.
And he's gone.
Oh.
He's been getting yelled at for being too loud later in the evenings, so I'm probably gonna move this session starting time back to 7. Tyler, if that doesn't work for you, I'm sorry, but I can't have too many late running sessions. Anyway, something that I've been doing at the end of each of my sessions recently is a round of shoutouts for my players. And I start from the top. So, Malkar, for the stream, if you want to tell people who you are, what you do.
Not really.
Not really. Malkar is played by my good friend John. No matter what he tells you, that's his real name. Don't let him tell you otherwise.
Nope.
He has lots of birds. They annoy me. He also makes lots of puns. He does it just to hear me groan.
Yes.
Otto, you can give people another round of shout-outs for yourself.
My name's Tyler Smith97, and I'm just a D&D nerd who likes playing D&D with other people. That's pretty much it.
You heard Tesla's shout-out right before he disappeared on us, Tesla Era Comet. You can find him on Twitter. He actually retweeted the live stream tonight, so he actually did what I asked him to do for once. I can't give him too much shit for that. And then last but not least, most certainly, Ozen, you want to tell people who you are?
Hey, I play Ozen. My name is Tyson. Yeah, I just playing because I enjoy the game. Playing with people is fun. If I ever have anything else to plug, like a Twitter or something, may hear it, may not.
And most importantly, he loves to just give me shit on everything.
Oh, that's just the best. Oh, I have to.
It's what he lives for. Is to give me
If
shit
I
on
don't,
everything.
if I don't do it, who's going to have you cover your ass?
The other like 18 players that I have.
Yeah, but I do it the best, so it's fine. I'm the best. I will let you know. No holds back. For better or worse.
Oh, God almighty. But yeah, next week I'm gonna move the starting time for this campaign back to its original 7. So it'll be starting at 7 Eastern, unless Tesla also needs it to start later than that. But I'm gonna try to move the starting time earlier as much as I can, so that we're not ending around like 11:30 fucking midnight every week. Because I already have enough campaigns that are ending super late as it is. Because we technically didn't get started until like closer to 9 or some shit tonight, so. Anyway, you guys have entered the tomb of Dyrus. You made it 3 rooms in. When we got here, I said you would be here for the remaining 2 hours of the session. Well, it was more about an hour and a half, but you covered about 30 minutes per room. That works. That works. But we'll see what happens next week during this short rest.
I hope we left someone to watch the hole.
No.
There were no mentions of it, no.
Troll Claw reaches up through water, grabs someone, and drags them down into the depths. Never to be heard from again. It's me. Oh, man.
It's actually just a bunch of Yankee down there. They're gonna drag you.
You know, John, I do have to take the mask back somehow.
Fuck you. I have it tied to my face.
Hey, who said they wouldn't just take the whole head?
I will fucking shield. And then have 27 AC.
I mean, we could always just get a voyage into the middle of the ocean, in a box where we make contact with nobody about it, and we drop the box off in the most inconspicuous way and down into the depths of the fucking ocean. Good luck.
And then you run into a terror skew. And you all die.
No, the simplest way to get rid of at least one of the masks.
Realistically,
Also
that
more
would work.
horrifying.
But for the sake of the campaign, some bullshit's gotta happen where they somehow find it. Even if there's literally no way they could naturally find it.
No, it's fine because
I'm just gonna melt it to my face. At least the white one. I'm not gonna do it with this one.
see the thing is though, you're just eventually gonna have to bring the mask to them anyway, John.
I was really surprised when the gold dragon lady didn't want to take it. In the council.
Oh no, I'm sure they wanted to take it. I'm absolutely positive they wanted to take it. But that is something that will come up when you actually have a council with the dragons, not with Waterdeep.
Oh, I would love to give it to them.
Boy.
Oh, if I actually thought, if there was any way that they could not fuck up, I would happily give it to them. But this being a fucking game, they have to fuck up.
Yeah, because you guys have only interacted with the actual Council of Waterdeep. There is the actual Council of Dragons as well. That will come into effect at some points. That's gonna be fun times. By the way, Sean, you're the... Well, actually, here, let me move this back to Fantasy Grounds and real quick for those that are in here. I'm gonna pull the stream up real quick. There is some handouts, or a handouts. Story contents, episode 3.
What if it's part of my RP? Jesus fuck.
This was the handout for episode 3.
Shiny.
I'll leave it open on stream for a moment for those that want to
What
tune
is
in.
the thing in the roof of its mouth?
Don't worry about
Another-
that.
Some sort of vent
Poison.
for the fire?
It's a poison gland.
Also, I didn't know D&D got Rathalos. No, Rathians.
Where do you see a Rathian?
Come on, it's a giant green dragon.
But that's not a Rathian.
I'm going to be able to go Spinosaurus with just wings and whatnot. That's just
Rathians are more like wyverns.
And by the way, for those looking at the stream, you can see the layout for the Rise of Tiamat. You can see right now you guys are partaking on episode 3, Death to the Worm Speakers, but there are 9 episodes in total. But you also completely skipped over episode 2 because they're not done episodically for some reason. They're like, oh, okay, so...
Yeah, you told us.
we want you to do this, okay? Skip straight to episode 3. Alright, you did that, now come back to episode 2. Like, it makes no fucking sense to me, but...
I hate them.
whatever. I'm just reading the source material and making shit up as we go.
I hate them. I wish they would die.
But thank you guys for joining me tonight. I will talk with you guys as far as the actual players. I'm going to talk with Tesla and verify that what time, like what the earliest he can start, and confirm with you guys. And like I said, starting next week, I'm going to try to get this campaign started a little bit earlier. That way, we're not running super late, because I've already got a campaign that fucking doesn't start until 11 p.m. on Saturdays, and then God's Might is going to be starting at 10 p.m. because of Tyler. So
That's awful.
Wait, crazy me. I thought it was because Tesla, or not Tesla, Drink.
oh yeah, well, it's partially Drink, partially you, because I remember you mentioning you would have an easier time starting later than earlier.
Yeah, right. I remember. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's like it's technically both of you guys. Drink is the reason it moved back another hour, but the reason it was at 9 p.m. originally was because of you. But anyway, you know, I've got too many campaigns starting later, so I want to move this back as early as possible, so that I can not be up super late for multiple days a week. Because at this point, I've just gotten to a habit of sleeping throughout the day and then waking up at night and then being up all night, which just is keeping my schedule completely and utterly fucked because of the time that my campaigns start. And I'd like to have at least 2 days a week where I'm able to have a normal schedule. But in order to pull that off, I need at least one of my sessions that isn't my Friday group to start earlier than 8:39. So we'll see. I am going to take the bot with me, or the bard rather, and do the end of stream stuff. And I will catch you guys later, unless there's anything you want to talk with me about after, in which case I will be back in a couple of minutes.
Alright, see you guys.
Alright, see you later.
Later.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight and hanging out with us. It was a little bit shorter, though we did run for almost 3 hours. Yeah, Varram, like that's what I'm talking about. Like it feels like every session that I run has to start later for only a couple of select people, and I mean that's fine, but I need to start having an earlier start time for some of these. And to be honest, if I can, I might just start having an earlier start time, but have the campaign run a little bit longer than 3 hours. Like with God's Might, I might potentially have it start earlier if it works out for a majority of the players, and have God's Might run for 4 or 5 hours instead of 3, so that when people get back, they can join in during the session. But with that said, thank you guys for joining me tonight for Tyranny of Dragons: The Chosen. We will be taking off days tomorrow, February the 21st, Thursday, and February the 22nd, Friday. Those are my off days. We will be back live on Saturday at 11 p.m. Eastern for Princes of the Apocalypse Elemental Evil, which will feature my buddy Captain Varram there in chat, as well as Tesla Era Comet, who is playing with us tonight, Blue Flame Flareon, and oh god, I'm drawing a blank on one of my players. Who is it? Oh, Niwi. Right, Niwi. Too many players, too many campaigns. I mentioned this earlier. Plus, it's been forever since I've actually taken like a week off to sort of catch up on all of my campaigns and things of that nature, which I'll probably do that here relatively soon. Then we will be back on Tuesday for episode 2 of God's Might. For those that tuned in and checked that out, we had a very tense ending last week, or rather this week. That's I felt left a lot of tension and a lot of build up going into the next session. So I'll be interested to see how everyone feels going into session 2 there. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We will be back on Saturday. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Love you all. Take it easy.